Hey everybody, welcome to Stacks and Stats. I'm your boy Sangeeth, and today I got something delivered that I'm super excited to show. Check this out. Super excited to finally get my hands on this. This is the 2-ounce Mapleflex from the Royal Canadian Mint. Check the design out on this. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, the Mapleflex is the Royal Canadian Mint's response to some of the other similar Mapleflex style, or I should say just sheet style silver out there released by some other mints. There is the Geiger. The Geiger has their silver sheets. And I've also seen the Valcambi combi bars. Now, I think that the Royal Canadian Mint, they really hit it out of the park with this design. I think this just looks so much better. I personally don't like the bland style of the other ones, specifically the Valcambi combi bars, but I also like the fact that these have various denominations in them. As you can see here at the top, you have 1/20th of an ounce, and then in the middle you have 1/4 of an ounce, and then you have 1/10 of an ounce, all 4/9 fine, with the beautiful double maple leaf. And then on the back, the obverse, you got Queen Elizabeth II. Now the cool thing is that with this Mapleflex, it's 2 ounces of pure silver, and it actually has a face value, because it technically is a coin, it has a face value of $9. Not that I'm ever going to use this to pay for anything, but yeah, it has a face value of $9. Now I'm actually going to take this out because I was able to get this on the secondary market, so I know it's been opened already, but I just want to take it out of the case because I think you can see it a little bit better. And I also see some toning at the top, so I'm pretty sure it's been removed. Yeah. So there's some toning at the top there. So that, to me, already shows that it has been out of the case. And also the case was not sealed. And these things normally do come sealed. Now, I've been waiting to get my hands on this for the better part of a year. And it's just because I wanted to wait for the right price to pay for this. And it's kind of like the stacker's dilemma. You want to wait for the right price, but then the longer you wait, the more the price tends to go up. At least that's what it's been for the past 2 years. So I finally pulled the trigger and said, you know what? I paid what I thought was a relatively high premium, but hey, it is what it is. And I'm super happy to get it. I'm a huge fan of Divisible silver like this and Fractional silver. I personally think it's one of the most misunderstood parts of stacking. And I've heard it a bunch where people complain about the premiums. Yes, the premiums are definitely high, but I find that when you have divisible silver like this one here is from Pop Bullion. You can see that. I can take this one out of the case as well. Yeah. So this one's from Pop Bullion. Now this one's definitely seen better days, but what I find is that the premiums on these are actually very similar to just buying full ounces. And this one's actually one of my favorites. It's from Stagecoach Silver. And this one also snaps into 1/4 ounces as well. Now, the problem with Divisible silver is that if you do snap them, you drastically reduce the value. I mean, you will always get melt for these anyways, but you do drastically reduce the value once you start snapping. Now, when we're talking about, I would say like fractional silver, I'm a huge fan of fractional silver. I recently got these guys. It's the Walking Liberty, but I think it's from, Golden State Mint. So these are 10th ounce coins. And what I do is I always like to keep an eye out for fractional silver. If it gets to a point where I'm willing to pay for it, if the premium, it's not too far off from where spot is, then I will definitely buy fractional silver, especially Geigers. I'm a huge fan of these ones. This is a 5-gram piece right here. And just the design on these Geigers is absolutely gorgeous. And I love these assay blocks that they come in. Amazing. But as you can see here, I'm a huge fan of diversification. I definitely recommend if you are going to stack, you only stick, well, not only, but you stack in ounces. That's where you'll get the best bang for your buck, and they're also pretty easy to sell. I find that when you diversify a little bit, it keeps things interesting. So that's all for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Take care.